Alright guys, forgive the messy garage, still trying to clean some stuff up. We just moved in this house not too long ago, so I got my daughter's little motorized scooter that she doesn't ride, electric scooter. But I wanted to talk about bins today, and storage is a huge part of overlanding. So many options out there, budget options, expensive as can be options like your Rome cases, 230, Pelican, you know, really high-end stuff. So, if you're getting into overlanding and you don't want to spend tons of money on storage, you don't need to. Home Depot actually has tons of good options. It's crazy how many options they have. These cases we're going to talk about today, these are Husky, or also there's the rigid cases, which aren't as big and don't store as much, but they are useful boxes. I've had a few of those, so I just actually returned some. But my favorite so far has been these two. So this is the Husky bin. I can't remember exactly what it's called specifically, but I will link it. And what I like about this one is it has a clear top. You can see everything that's inside. Now, right now it's pretty empty because I did load a bunch of stuff into that. But also what I love is these are weatherproof, and believe me, I just used these camping this weekend, and we got poured on, tons of rain, and zero moisture made into these, and they were just sitting out in camp. So I did it on purpose to kind of test them. But what I also like, so not only are they dust and water resistant, they also have these lids, and so if you open up those lids, this will stay up on its own. That's my biggest complaint about like the Plano Sportsman's trunk and some of the other good options out there. I did have a Sportsman's trunk. I've tried them all recently, I swear. These are what I land on as my favorite bins for just general purpose stuff. I've got one full of like bedding. This one had a bunch of electronic stuff in it. I've actually moved it into this bigger one, which I'll show you. But these do have a seal on them. I love the clear top. These latches are very good quality. They really are secure. You can lock them too if you want to with a padlock or whatever. And they are very durable. Like I stood on these, so I weigh about 190 pounds. And I stood on those, no problem, didn't break or anything like that. I was actually helped putting on my rooftop tent, and these were just chilling on the ground. I used them as a step. Worked out great. So these are awesome. I think they're right around 30 bucks, 30, 35, depending on the size. There's a few different sizes. They do fit a good amount. I think they're 20 to 25 liters. I'll link all the details in the description, but they're really good for the money. They're actually my favorite of the ones I've tried. And they're really durable. They look good too, you know. And they come in different colors. Like they have OD green now. I can only find red and black at my local Home Depot. But so these are This is a Husky rolling 50-gallon mobile job box. You can see the label still on it. And take that off. I just picked this up yesterday. It's a beast. Okay, it's a big box. But the issue I was having was with my camp kitchen having my Blackstone stove, which I could get a smaller folding stove, but the Blackstone is so awesome to cook on, especially camping. Makes the best breakfasts and burgers, so I don't want to give it up. I love it. So let's open this guy up. There's one key feature, though, that led me to buy this, and I'll show it to you in a sec. So let's open these latches, which are super heavy duty, by the way. You can lock them there, or there is a key that comes with it. Man, I should have moved this forward a little bit. I can open it. There we go. So this is also hinged. So you got, like, there's the key. Like, I haven't locked it yet. So I've got a ton of stuff in here, right? This thing is actually super heavy for how it sits right now. Let me just take out these paper towels. I just threw those in kind of last minute, garbage bag, some toilet paper, and some Clorox wipes. We'll put those to the side. But what I've got in here is a lot of stuff. This is more like when I go out camping with my whole family, 5 people, need a lot of gear. When I go out by myself, don't need this much, obviously. Same with my son, it's just me and him, I don't need much. But this box is huge. So it fits my Blackstone in the case. That's the 17-inch Adventure Ready Blackstone with the case that includes extra. You can hold extra fuel, your utensils, all kinds of stuff. So that fits in there absolutely perfectly. I've also got in this top bin, this becomes part of the case. I've got a lot of my camp kitchen stuff actually. I've got a cutting board, pots like in pans, cups, just various random stuff as well. And then that's removable, so easy access. Oh, you'll notice that cord right there. See that cord? That is exactly why I bought this, because, and I'll show you why, I'm running that cord from my EcoFlow solar battery. So right now I've got everything set up in here. I've got my, so I bought this little Husky thing to organize my utensils and spices and stuff for camp cooking. Really cheap. They were like 2-pack for 14 bucks. Keep one of those in there. Because you can see my battery is at the bottom. The main reason why I bought one of these, and they make a smaller one of these, but I needed it to fit my Blackstone. I wanted all my camp kitchen stuff in one container, and I couldn't do that with the Blackstone, so it's like I just got a big container. But the battery just chills down here at the bottom, and then the cord for the battery runs up right through this little channel right here. There's a channel, so when you shut this, let's see if I can capture this camera a little better. When you shut that, you can see the cord has a space to run out without having to drill a hole or anything in this, and it's still going to be weatherproof. So you got your cord chilling out right here. That way I can plug that into my fridge, my Iceco fridge, when I'm traveling. So the thing about my truck is it's a 4-door F-150 Super Cab, or whatever they're called, standing cab, whatever. And I can fit my whole family in there, all 3 of my kids, me and my wife in the front, but I can't fit really any gear. I usually keep my fridge just in the rear, in the back seat, on the floor, charging through my truck while I drive, and then I don't need to use the battery. But when I got everyone in there, I don't have enough space, so I had to think of a solution. This was perfect because I can turn the battery on, charge the fridge as we drive in the back of the truck. When we get to camp, I can throw up the solar panel, which is right here. Also fits. It's the Balder 140 watt panel. I can throw it up and recharge the battery, or I can, the battery lasts a long time. I mean, I have yet to have it die on me in any camping trip I've gone. So, yeah, so that allows me to keep that plugged in. So that was the solution. The problem I had last weekend when I'm camping is I was like, how the heck am I going to have my battery? I don't want to have it exposed to the elements. Sure enough, it poured down rain on us. I had it in a cheap Home Depot, actually, those black and yellow storage bins. I don't remember the brand. And I just drilled a hole in it. It was kind of ghetto, and it wasn't very, resistant. So this solves that problem. All this stuff in one place: my solar panel, my battery, my camp kitchen. I got this is just an MTM case guard ammo box, but I have my dishes and such in. That works really nicely for that. And I've got some various other headlamps, stuff in here. People like seeing what's in these boxes versus just looking at the boxes. I do. So let's adjust the tripod a little bit. Sorry. There we go. So I use these Savior equipment. I think these are ammo bags, but they have these labels they come with. And so I've got a bunch of headlamps in there. I love these little pouches. I've got some, this one's not labeled yet. I got to do a label. This is like speakers. Those speaker lights I showed up lately on my channel. I've got power cords galore. Oh, sorry, these aren't power cords. These are power banks. I mean, I have more power. I probably don't even need these. I've got the River Pro. These are probably just extras that I don't need. But I've got a bunch of stuff in here, and I've got tons of space, right? I have so much space left. And then this sucker just sits on top of here, like so. And then I store the charging cable for my fridge right here. And then all that's just there. Then I just plug the fridge in, and we're on our way. Pretty awesome setup. Totally dig that. That's like the main selling feature of this box to me. It's also just a beast, heavy duty. It's got wheels. It's got a big old long handle that pulls out. Now this is a heavy box. Without anything in it, it weighs like 30 something pounds. So that's nice. Like I can pull that out from the back of my truck, if I need to move this. Most of the time it's just gonna stay in my truck and just be open like this, and then I can get all my stuff out of it because it's just pretty big and heavy. So that's the only downside is like having all this in one place is a lot of weight. But that's extreme. I got a whole family in there. If I don't need that, I can take the battery out, which weighs quite a bit, and save a bunch of weight there. I can take out some of this gear, and I could literally probably have everything I need in this one bin. Most likely. I mean, I really could. Sling bags, if I took some of that stuff out, I could easily fit anything. So these are 99 bucks at Home Depot. They're ultra heavy duty. Like they're made for construction work. The nice thing is with these Husky bins, is these actually kind of stackable. So like I think, maybe maybe not. I thought these stack on these. They do make some things that do stack on these. Apparently this isn't one of them. But it actually, it sits pretty nicely on there. So it's not going to lock into place or anything. But you know, if you want to run a couple of bins like that, you could. Yeah, the Husky bins I think are underrated. The Ridge stuff gets a lot of love on YouTube from Overlanders, which is reliably or deservedly so, but they're kind of small. I found like I had a hard time putting anything in them. These are much bigger. They work really well. They're just really high quality tubs. So if you don't want to spend tons of money, you know, $100 is still a lot, but that thing is going to be as durable and beefy as any of those Rome cases and stuff that cost 3 times as much, and you can hold a lot of stuff in that. I think a comparable Rome case is at least going to cost you $300. So you could buy a few of these, and they're lockable if you wanted to lock them up. So yeah, and they've got tie down points on 4 corners. The cord management though, man, was like 100% the seller for me. I know that's a weird reason, but it was just, it worked for my situation, and I was trying to figure out a solution, and Husky had it for me already. So there you go. They do make a smaller one of these also. I may already mention that. It's about half the cost. It's quite a bit smaller. So it would fit like just my battery, I think, if I wanted just to run that and then plug it into the fridge, I could do that. But yeah, I like having everything in one spot. So it is a lot heavier, so it probably takes 2 people to lift this up in my truck. Once it's up there, it ain't going anywhere. And I can get everything I need to out of the truck. And if I was in rain or, you know, extreme conditions, which I've been in twice this summer camping, I know things aren't going to get wet. It's going to be dry and very durable. So you don't have to spend $300 or $400 on a freaking nice case. If you're going to have them on the outside of your vehicle, like on your roof rack, I totally get putting money into that. Like the Pelican or the Rome cases are totally worth it. Now these are in my truck bed, so they are kind of exposed, but I do have my rooftop tent on top. I have the Lightner pods on the side, so there's not a lot of exposure. And these, I think it's just going to work really well. So, and you can stack this, my fridge next to it, plug the fridge in, perfect setup. Yeah, digging it for sure. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll link these in the description below, and see you on the next video.